And we're live. Live indeed. We are here tonight with a special recording. This is a playtest of Forgotten Ruin. Is that the name of it there, Bill?
Yep.
Forgotten Ruin. And I'm going to give it over to Bill, who will be our judge / GM tonight to introduce the game, what it's based on, and what he wants us to do. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay. Hey, everybody. So Forgotten Ruin is a game based on a book series, Forgotten Ruin, written by Nick Cole and Jason Anspach. I don't know Jason, but I know Nick's a big gamer. And, the game was in development for a while, and they just had a successful Kickstarter that ended a couple weeks ago. It's based off of a game called Operation White Box, which is a World War II game based on swords and wizardry. So this is based off of that. The basic plot of it is that you guys are U.S. Army Rangers, and you've gone through a gate that was supposed to take you forward in time 5 years, so you could combat this growing threat. And I forget exactly why. I know Nick's gonna throw some fruit at me for forgetting, but basically what happens is when you step through, you don't go 5 years into the future, you go 10,000 years into the future. So you're still on Earth, but it's totally changed. Some of the continents have drifted. Humans are not the dominant species on the planet anymore. It's been overrun by orcs and goblins and elves and dwarves and undead and all kinds of stuff. Basically, any bad guy you could think of in a D&D game is what's here. And so with this, basically the way we do it is you're gonna be given sort of an initial briefing. You all are pulled together as you're setting up base camp. I'll do the briefing, and then you'll choose your loadout. We'll see what equipment you guys want to bring. Now you have the equipment that you have on your sheet. If you want other stuff, there's this neat thing that was brought through with your group called the Forge. It's basically like, it's more complicated than this, but it's basically a 3D printer that can make like guns and vehicles and grenades and all that shit.
Yeah, continuum transfunctioner.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, its mystery is only exceeded by its power.
Exactly.
And
Sultan.
Wow. Basically you tell me what you want, and I make a roll, or you make a roll to determine whether or not you can have that. It's not something you can wait around for a real long time for. You all are playing pre-gens. We had a bunch of pre-gens. Anybody? Why don't we go through and you guys tell me who you are, who we're playing today. Bert.
All right, yeah, I'm Bert. I am playing Miguel Espinoza Cordoba, a lieutenant electrician.
Okay. Dion.
I'm Dion, and tonight I'm playing Bren Villanueva. I think is how you actually say it, not Villa. Villanueva, yeah. And I'm an American Staff Sergeant Sniper.
All right. And Kelly, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I am playing Dan Crowley. I am an American Grunt. So I guess I'm the first one on the front of the line taking the bullets.
Okay.
I think that's what it means. So I should apologize in advance, so I don't know much about, armed forces life. So
me neither.
I know slightly more than that.
Bert knows more than all of us, I think.
I own guns and I know how to shoot them, but that's the only that's the extent of my knowledge. So I'd like to apologize in advance to all the military people watching this that go whenever I do something. So we'll deal with that later. So you come through this. You come through this gate. You're not exactly sure where you are, and your unit is setting up base camp. After a while, you three are called into the commander's tent. It's getting late. And it says, sorry to pull you out of the precious few hours of sleep you're going to get here. We have a soldier that went missing during that last dust up. What he's talking about is that the previous night, you guys were attacked by a group of about 12.5 orcs who came in and started attacking things and stealing things, and they were surprised by your firearms. So they left pretty quickly, but they left with a bunch of equipment, and they also left with a trooper. And so he said, we've had drone tracking that has tracked them to where their lair is. I want you guys to go out there, take a look and see what you can see. And if you can get them back, get them back. The map he gives you is the map you see here on the screen. You guys are coming from around here, and around up here is where the fortress is. That's where the orcs are out. There's a sort of a ruined castle that like over half of it's just in ruins, and there's some tents set outside. They don't know exactly how many or exactly what's out there, but they don't think it's too terribly large a force, especially since they're only sending 3 of you.
So I have a question.
Okay.
It's only the 3 of us. I have an ability called Legendary Sniper, where I'm responsible for training 1d3 first level snipers who can accompany me on missions. Are we assuming that those are not in play? Because I'm fine with that. I just want to know.
I think we're gonna say
Those
no.
snipers are us.
It's just all of a sudden we're a party of 6.
I think I'm gonna say no for now.
Okay. It has other good advantages, so I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
It's just like, the 3 of us, you say.
So questions for him, or we want to go straight to requisitioning equipment?
I mean, we have all the info we need. I'm assuming like last known position, where to go, and the mission, or okay. So now, we're professionals, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So who's the highest ranked person in our group?
I think Kelly is.
No, I would.
Kelly's a grunt.
Okay, you're a grunt.
Yeah, I'm just a staff sergeant. I'm sorry.
I'm an E5.
Yeah, you and I are equal then.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay.
I think Bert, you're a lieutenant, weren't you?
I'm a lieutenant. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in charge.
Oh man, the electrician is in charge. Awesome.
Great. Okay. Cool. So,
You want to make sure you take plenty of ammo, of course.
So are we assuming we have everything that's on our sheet and we're requisitioning more, or are we requisitioning? Yes. Okay.
Yes. If you don't want more, you don't have to have more.
Right. Does everybody have? Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Does everybody have a comm? I've got a CNC risk comm. I assume that's our comms.
CNC risk comm.
Oh yeah.
Everyone has that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a bug out pack.
Okay.
I have oh, go ahead.
Is anybody skilled in first aid in case our missing is injured? I am not.
I have a med plate carrier. I don't know what that is.
I have a med plate carrier too. I think that's armor.
Yeah.
So med does not mean medicine. Gotcha. So then I guess then the direction is to not get hit or hurt. Because we don't have any doctors.
I am not trained in first aid. Wait, what's
You can-
SERE? Oh, survival, evasion. Okay, I
Yeah.
see. I'm reading now. I'm
Your
learning.
the way the game works is once per fight you can bind your wounds, and I think that gives you 1d3 hit points back.
Okay.
The rules for dying, it's just sort of like I usually do in Swords and Wizardry. You're unconscious at 0. You lose 1 hit point a round, and you go till -10. If you hit -11, you're dead.
Well, so let's go in with some assumption that the person might be injured. So, first aid kit of some sort, some kind of collapsible. What do you call them? Where you can carry somebody, drag them
litter?
if need be. A litter, yeah. Some kind of collapsible litter.
You gonna
And of
try to
course,
get
yes.
a vehicle?
Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
Definitely try to get a vehicle.
Why don't you
Extra ammo.
make a D100 roll for me?
Make a D100 roll for you. Okay.
Come on, Warthog.
Come on,
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
79.
Okay,
So
then
close. to
definitely
that
that's
number.
good enough to get. I mean, you won't be able to get some kind of weird whatever, but you can have your standard Jeep or something.
It's better than the moped I thought we might get.
Mhm.
So I
You
think
can get a World War I tank.
it's still better than a moped. I think. I like the idea of extra ammo.
Okay.
Do we just have ammo, or do we have to count ammo?
I was gonna
Ammo-
say it doesn't say ammo anywhere on the sheet.
Yeah, just tell me how much Again, how much ammo you carry is going to depend on what kind of guns you get. Right now, you guys have the carbines, the semi-auto rifles, I think.
I have an
M18.
MK18 and an M18. Well, this says MK18/320 ****. I don't know what that all means, but it's apparently a gun. I know that.
Are you sure?
I'm a sniper, so I'm assuming that's a sniper
Yeah.
rifle.
I have one of those as well, apparently.
Oh.
I thought it was a potato launcher.
I just have a handgun. So
I have an M18, which I know is a handgun. I played Resident Evil before.
an M18 is a handgun. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I got a knife and frags and flares and what's SH gun?
shotgun.
Oh, nice!
Yeah. Now, one of the rules I'll mention, there are, of course, automatic weapons in this game. There are games that are capable of burst fire. A burst is usually between 2 and 3 shots during a round. You get a +2 to hit. And there's also suppressing fire, which you have to have an fully automatic weapon for that. Basically, what that does, first round, they get a saving throw. If they save and there's nowhere for them to hide, they take half damage. After that, anybody that's in the arc of fire gets hit. It's just they've got a, they have a save as to how much they get hit. But, and I'll probably screw that up, but should be fun anyway.
So there's friendly fire.
What kind of Bert, do you want something besides a handgun?
I'm probably not skilled enough to use anything much more than that.
They're gonna look at you funny if you don't take
Yeah,
it.
I'll just get your standard rifle. Whatever
Okay.
is, yeah.
What year were we from?
And grenades. Let's not forget grenades, because when in doubt, grenade it out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We've got a pretty decent number of grenades here, so go ahead and roll a D100 to see if we can get some grenades here.
Somebody else want to roll this one?
Sure, I'll do it. What
Okay,
year were we from?
Around, pretty close to now.
Okay. All right. God, this roll's so slow for me. 35.
Okay, that's definitely good enough to get some grenades. Let's see. That's a pretty decent roll. So let me. Okay. Somebody want to roll a d20?
Go ahead, Kelly.
Oh, it's my turn. Yay. Watch me screw this up. 14.
Okay. So there are 14 grenades that you can take.
Oh, fabulous.
What else?
Okay, so we need ammo. Do we have to specify each gun, or do we just say ammo?
If it's for like the carbine and stuff, I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna assume that unless if this was a campaign, I'd track it a little more. But for purposes of this, I'm not. The only thing we'll track is, automatic weapons. If you're using suppressive fire, you're gonna need to change ammo or change barrels once in a while.
Okay. So then I guess
Um,
we'll have enough clips for all of us for the guns.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We don't just basically. So what I'm getting is we don't have to put a number on it for reasonable use.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Can I try for a weapon?
Sure. What do you want?
I want an M2010 enhanced sniper rifle.
Okay, I'm gonna say you got a 50% chance of getting that. You want to roll 50 or below?
All right, Shapoopy. Come on. Why is it okay? Fuck, 72.
Nope. No, unfortunately, the forge hasn't cranked any of those out yet.
Damn it. All right.
Anybody taking machine guns?
I think that's what I already have. Well,
Like
it's like a rifle, assault
Yeah,
rifle.
I looked up the MK18. It seems to be like an assault rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mean like a heavier machine gun that has to be tripoded?
Something that you can, like something that you can do automatic fire with, something that you can do suppressive fire with. It'll just keep firing rounds when you hold them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think the grunt can carry that. I need to have something to do, something useful.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can get a light machine gun, one that's heavy enough that you can carry it and fire. You can get a medium or a heavy that you'd have to mount or like have a tripod or something.
I'm gonna go for mobility. Let's do a carryable machine gun.
Okay. Let me make a roll on this 'cause I like to roll too. Okay, yeah. Gosh, this is where you can really tell I'm not ex-military. You can have a light machine gun that you can carry around.
Okay.
You'll have just tons and belts of ammo.
I don't need to carry food and water. I just need my ammunition.
But old school D&D M249 or a Mark MK46. Okay. Anything else?
I have a question.
Okay.
So I have on me the medium plate carrier, which says -4, but in my pack I have a ghillie suit Gen -6 or just Generation 6 ghillie suit. Is that armor that I have to swap in and out, or is that just like
A ghillie suit is camouflage.
right? Well, I know it's like camouflage. I just is this considered like swapping armor, or is
Yeah,
this something
the
I just
-6
throw
is
on?
probably for someone spotting you.
Yeah, it says a 1 in 6 to spot me. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
Yeah, like it's a cloak of elven kind. Somebody put that pretty well.
All right, so it's just equipped, I'm assuming then, if I want it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I was like, oh, do I gotta pick and choose my armor? All right. Yeah, I got some cool stuff. I wish I had a sniper rifle. All right. I think I'm good to go. I get extra ammo. Yeah.
Okay. Kelly, anything else?
I can't think of anything else, but I'm sure something will come to me when I'm being fired upon.
Probably.
So
Bart, anything else you think you guys need?
Did we get grenades?
Yes, you got
14.
14 of them.
Grenades for the first aid kit, the litter,
oh, the litter.
extra gas.
Extra gas, huh?
Yeah, like a jerry can.
Wouldn't that be on the Jeep?
Well, you can't always just assume.
Or no, what I'm asking is we're not carrying that
Right,
with us.
just
That'll
on the
be
Jeep.
on the yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
jerry can gas, just in case.
I mean, if all else fails, we just throw it and shoot it, and we make a fireball. Right? Like
that had been. Actually, does anybody have any kind of demolition skill?
I
I
have demolitions I+1. I don't know what that means. Intelligence +1?
I
Looks like-
have
Yeah, I
frag
think so, yeah.
grenades.
You've got some frag grenades on you. Nice. Okay.
It says R frag 4, so I'm assuming that's a frag grenade.
Ooh, what kind of grenades did we get?
Like,
can we get heat and smoke as well as just regular frag?
Sure, you got 14 of them.
Flashbangs, something just makes like loud noise and light. That might be
You've
useful.
got 14 grenades. So you can make them any kind you want.
Nice.
What is a heat grenade?
Smoke and heat. Basically, it screws up infravision, and well, it would be used in our time for night vision goggles, that sort of thing.
I would fuck with dark vision.
Somebody just pointed out in the chat that the our grenades require a rifle launcher.
Yep, I believe somebody has got a gun that's got the over under launcher on it.
Yeah, I think that's probably Dion.
I have an MK18/320 with 2 asterisks. I don't know.
That's probably it. Plus, I think I think that one's well. Most of these are capable of burst fire if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the trigger a couple of times.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything weird?
Anything weird? Do we have anything weird? Like, if we know that we're in a magical place, do we have magical armaments?
No, you don't have any of that yet. You've had enough experience to know that there are these things called orcs and goblins that attack your camp. You kind of know the difference between them. There's one guy in your unit that used to play this game called D&D, who you guys usually give shit for it.
He's a nerd.
He's kind of told everybody what's going on with that, and you don't know too much about it.
One thing I would like is so I'm an electrician, but I would like a toolkit of some sort. It's not already on me.
Okay.
Yeah, some kind of toolkit. Maybe just like a toolkit that's with the car would be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's included with the vehicle.
And I want a chainsaw.
Okay, make a roll for that. D100.
Okay. While he's rolling, chat just informed me that apparently what I have that I don't understand is not only a machine gun or assault rifle, I should say, but also a grenade launcher.
Yep.
So I want to make sure I get extra grenades that are for this gun. Because I don't have to lug around a sniper rifle, so I can carry it.
Well, like I said, you got 14 grenades that I gave out. You've got 4.
Oh, would that count the same? Okay, I wasn't sure if
You've
that'd
got
be
14 grenades, and you can make them any kind you want. Just tell me before we take off here.
All right, then. What are we thinking for grenades?
Chainsaw, yeah. You know what? I'm going to give it to you because I want to see what you do with a chainsaw. I really do.
I was wondering about night vision goggles.
Okay, make a That's in limited supply, but there's a chance. Go ahead and roll a D100, Kelly.
I got a cool 68.
That is not going to be enough to get. There are some there, but they're not functioning correctly at the moment.
Jesus. Can I have one of the broken ones and maybe my electrician can fix it on the road?
You know what? That's a great. I'm going to give you 3 of them,
Wow.
and I'll I'll have him make a roll, probably intelligence roll, to see if he can fix them.
You should fix them now before we go out in the field.
Yeah, Bert, give me another. Roll
Yeah.
against your intelligence.
So I have, let's see. So I have technician with intelligence +1.
Okay,
So am I trying to roll under and treating
Yes,
my
so you
intelligence
would-
as if it were? Oh wow, I am dumb for an electrician. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. I don't think I could have passed the test to be an electrician. All right.
Sometimes it's just who you know, not what
Yes, I made it regardless.
all right. So Bert is able to fix them. So you guys have 3 pairs of night vision goggles.
you know. What?
We all do?
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
one pair each.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, and No Mush Invader said electric chainsaw. I was actually thinking of an electric chainsaw when I said it. I just didn't. But yeah.
Nice.
oh no, what did I do? Okay. I can't write on this sheet. I'm learning. All
All
right.
right. Yeah, tell me. Well, no, I've got the stream open, so I'll be able to tell if somebody drops some bits and something. There's some interesting things that are going to happen here, so we will see. Okay, anything else, or are you guys good to go?
Do we have a radio unit? So we have comms. I'm assuming that small unit comms, so they don't have a very good range. Can we get a man portable, or I guess satellite radio wouldn't work because we don't have satellites anymore. But like an old school man portable radio to be able
Okay.
to call base.
Somebody roll a D100.
Hey
If it's
Dion, why don't you roll for this one?
Bow. 58.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So yes, you've got one. You can take
So
with
one
you.
thing that I don't like about Owlbear Radio, just since I've got it over here, it only I'm capturing my screen, so
Right.
it only shows my roll. So everyone else's rolls are showing up here, and it's going to be in really small print, but it's over here. It is
Yeah.
showing here on the left.
Yeah,
This-
there are issues with it. I like it for the sort of the minimalist thing.
Yeah, like a portable ham radio.
Oh, so that's for the group to talk to base, not to talk amongst each other.
Yeah, we've got our own comms for each other, but we need
Okay.
something more long range for the base.
Well, did I?
Thank you.
All right. Where's my Owlbear Rodeo? Do I not have it open? Oh no, never mind. I'm using it on a different browser for this game. I'm using it on Edge because I normally use it for Chrome, but it like all the stuff from my other games are on that one. So I wanted to clear one. That's another thing. I'd like there to be a way to have multiple games or multiple things there. I don't know if there is or not. Okay. So if we're all set.
Can anyone drive?
I'm an American. We drive as a racial trait.
Actually, Bill, this is a good question about the system. I'm guessing that you don't have to have a skill to do a thing. It just the
Right.
skill gives you a bonus to the roll. Is
Right.
that-
And
okay.
And the only time you're going to need to make a roll is, just driving down next to the river, no problem with that.
But if I want to use my cattle catcher to hit a dragon,
right, or if a giant's lobbing boulders at you while you're driving,
Mhm.
which could happen, then you would need to make a roll. But just driving, you don't. So we ready to go, or is there something else you guys need or want?
maps. We have maps of the area.
Yes, the map that I have on the screen now, you've been provided and showing the kind of the terrain and based off of drone footage. They've got a couple of drones. The drones don't seem to last very long. You've only been here a couple of days, but you've already seen some of the equipment degrading quickly. For some reason, modern equipment seems to degrade quickly in the ruin, as folks are calling it.
Okay. I'm ready to ship out.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
So, actually, let me put this full screen because I love full screen. All right. So, how are you guys going to approach it?
I think we should go for the front door, guns a-blazing.
Certainly welcome to do that.
I'm just a grunt. I don't really have a lot of decision-making skills.
Lieutenant?
Yeah. Well, we have. Do we have like a likely path or anything that any kind of intel as to what direction? Just that he went missing, and that's pretty much it.
No,
Last.
well, based on the way that he was, the direction they were going when they took off with him, drones were able to capture footage of him being taken into the camp.
Okay. Well, let's
So
start there.
He was taken there. You don't
Okay.
know what he's doing now.
And when you say camp, you don't mean our camp, this camp.
No.
Okay. Well,
There's
the first.
the complex there. Let me get the pointing tool again. Okay, so this is an actual ruined castle.
Mhm.
There's like a big sort of scar rift that's opened up under it. So a lot of that place is ruined. There are tents outside where and that's right around here, and that's where he was taken. There's of course
Okay.
plains all around. There's some hills behind it. There's some woods to the east.
Okay. And so this is not where we are right now. This is where the person went missing from.
Correct.
Okay. So the first point of duty is to get there. Let's go to the old camp.
Did
Is
we
anybody
sorry.
good at tracking?
No. I can spot an ambush and I can conceal self.
Okay, so we don't have anybody particularly skilled at tracking. All right, good enough. We'll just make do. So let's get there and let's look at the scene.
What were our grenades that we decided on?
How many do we have?
14. Other than the ones that I started with too.
I'd say let's do half of them as actual damage. So half of them is frag. Then the others, let's do like 3 flashbang and 3 heat or 4 heat.
Okay. And then I'll just have like whatever I started with.
Yep.
Is that just the frag grenades in my inventory when it comes to the ones for my gun? Bill?
Well, I think we have the ones on our character sheet, and then these are in addition.
Extra.
Yeah. Okay. So then I guess those are for my gun. Cool.
Are you
The
taking
GM's disappeared. We win.
Yay!
Are you taking all 14 grenades for your gun?
No,
Or
no,
we
no,
can-
no, no, no. We have 7 frags,
Yeah.
3 flash, and 4 heat. I didn't take any of those
Oh,
because I
okay.
have 4 frags that I started with. So if you
Okay.
guys want to give me extra for my grenade launcher, I'll take it. But you guys take first
I'm
pick.
just going to take one of each because I'm probably not the best person at throwing them.
Sorry,
can
my
just put 'em in our
range
bag of
invisibility
holding.
was misfiring.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I have a range of 200 on this grenade launcher. So, I mean,
Yeah.
let's see. So you took one of each. I mean, I'll take 5 frags, and then if the grunt wants the rest, do you
Sure.
want to be grenade happy?
Yeah, I already have. So I have 4 frags.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
So that means there's. So we have 6, 2, and 3 left. And how many frags do you want?
I want 5,
5.
but
So I
that's
have 1.
all I want.
Okay. You don't want the flash or the heat?
No, I'm going to be too far away half the time, I feel.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
So the idea on, as people are pointing out, like your the grenades that you have on your sheet are the ones that can be fired from your rifle. The extra ones can't be fired from your rifle. Those are hand grenades versus
So
launch
they
grenades.
are different.
Yeah.
Okay, so then can I take only 3 of them and make them R frags, which are the ones that are for my launcher?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, all right. So then I'm just adding 3, and then you can have 2 more frags, regular frags, Kelly.
Well, why don't you take them? You just take them all. Take the 6 that you wanted, or the 5 I think that were left.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we need them, we'll just tear them off your dead corpse, or ignite them on your, or set them off on your dead corpse.
All right. Well, I have them. I mean, you could always just pick up the grenade launcher too. If I
Dead or
die,
alive.
you have my permission.
This
But
way,
cool,
if anyone
okay.
needs to, jump down something's throat and detonate all the grenades, it's going to be you. That's all.
So if we need more grenades, do we have to? Does Dion have to be dead so we can take them, or is that what we were getting at?
Well, it depends on how free he is with his. I mean, his grenades. If he goes down, his grenades, you'll have to use the rifle to fire them.
I got 2 hands. I've played enough video games. I know I can wield them each in 1 hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where all my knowledge of war comes from. Is Call of Duty. Like, we're screwed.
we do.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Folks, this is what happens when you get a bunch of non-military people playing a game based on the military.
Yeah. You mean Hollywood and games have lied to me?
I was the opposite of a. I'm the opposite of ex-military. I followed the Grateful Dead around in the 90s.
I only spent a mere 4 years in.
I was too gay.
All right, so how are you guys going to approach? Have you figured that out?
I assume that there's there. So this was already a reinforced position, so there's probably a trail blazed already. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if
it's
they got
not
tents
too-
and supplies out there.
They're not real. I mean, there was like at least a dozen and a half when they left with him, and they're not real. They're not real stealthy or careful about their trail, so it's not hard to follow them.
Oh, I thought you meant just getting to the castle. So we're assuming we're already at the castle. Is that what you're saying?
Well, where do you guys want to? How do you guys want to approach it? Are you going to go around the back from the hills? Are you going to come in from the woods? Are you going to just?
Are there
Right
still
up?
supposed to be some of our troops there, or is everyone cleared out?
No. It's there's as far as you know, the only one of your folks that's there in the camp there is the missing Private Smith.
It was the only one in the camp.
Yeah, well, I mean there are lots of orcs and goblins there.
Huh.
You know that.
Okay. Why don't? Okay, so who's driving? Let's start with that. I'll drive. Because you guys are the two people that can shoot really well. Why don't I come in on whatever path they use to supply the place, and if you guys, one or both of you, want to come in through the wood lines, that might be a good thing. I could be sort of a distraction with the headlights on and making all kinds of noise.
I
Okay.
can
Is
also
it-
spot ambushes if we want to just go a less noisy route. I have like a 2 in 6 chance, or no, a 2 in 3 chance to spot ambushes. So,
So you take point.
hmm.
We'll duct tape you to the front of the Jeep.
All right. I'm ready to die.
Maybe we should recon it first from the wood line and see what's going on, and then do the distraction at once we kind of see
Okay.
what they have. See if we see any more. If we can see our what's the guy's name? Private
Smith.
Ryan. Oh,
Smith. Like, does that sound okay, or is that a good idea? I don't know, but
yeah.
can we see the camp from the tree line?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, the idea is I'm going in with not very quiet, going in with the engines going, lights on,
Oh wait, I
making a
think you
nice
should
spectacle.
not do that.
Oh, I thought the idea was that you guys are going to go in quiet.
I think all 3 of us should just recon first, because we can see the camp from the tree line, and then if we want to send you in guns blazing, go ahead.
I just don't want to leave the vehicle behind. Is the thing.
Well, you're the lieutenant. You're in charge.
Yeah. So I don't want to leave the vehicle behind because we got too much gear in here.
Oh my god.
All right. We've
right.
made suggestions, but you get the final say.
Well, give us a head start, and
Yep.
we'll
Oh,
give
yeah.
you the signal. How
Yep.
about that?
What time of day are you guys going up there? I mean,
Daylight.
He's telling you, as it's turning night is when you get this, so you can probably be off in a couple hours.
Oh wow! I don't know about getting there in the middle of the night. That's going to make it really hard to. I guess times of the essence. Though he was just taken how long ago?
I mean, a couple hours. You guys had during the day there was a thing.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to have to be going there in the middle of the night then, which sucks.
But we have night vision goggles.
Yeah, we have night vision.
So at least we
Yeah.
can kind of see our way.
Okay.
There's a discussion going on about whether or not goblins will be able to steal the Jeep.
I assume they can't hotwire it, so all we have to do is take the keys or put them in the glove box, right?
You probably leave them on the steering wheel. You'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know the concept of
Yeah.
internal combustion engines, so I think we're okay.
Well, I don't think we actually know anything about them yet, right, Bill?
You don't know much about them. I mean,
Yeah.
you fought some yesterday.
Yeah. So we don't know anything about them really. For all we know, that they race for pink slips. For all we know.
But Private Smith played D&D, and he told us all about goblins, and none of them knew how to drive.
Well, then he was absolutely wrong because everybody knows that orcs drive and they like red because red goes faster. I mean, come
Right.
on. That's
All right.
What color is our Jeep? Oh, we're screwed.
green.
Oh, we're good. We're good for now.
All right. So, Dion, high or low?
Always high.
All right.
Always high.
Always blue. Always blue.
Okay. So you guys are I mean, it's slow going driving up through the trees because you'll have to clear the way every once in a while, but you're able to get up to the tree is probably right around here without running into anything. How are you guys gonna recon? What are you guys gonna do?
Well, it's nighttime, right?
Yeah.
So we'll brew a cup of coffee and put on our goggles and watch what's going on, right?
Okay.
So I guess we're just going to watch for movement and try and determine if our friend is in the camp, and if so, try and get an idea of maybe where they're keeping him and if he's alive.
Well, you watch, adjusting to the night and everything. You see groups of probably about 3 goblins, which are shorter, more squat than orcs. Orcs are big and you see basically groups of 3 of them patrolling on the outside of the camp. And you see, orcs walking to and fro in the camp, goblins too. Why don't each of you roll a d6?
I got a 4. How big are goblins and orcs compared to us?
Okay, so you got a 2, you got a 4. Okay, so none of you are well. Dion is surprised.
Wait,
Goblins
I'm surprised. I can spot an
goblins are maybe
ambush.
about 2/3.
Yeah, 2/3.
Orcs are, comparative, maybe a little taller.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, let's see. You guys, let me pull out my thing. I made all these little printouts today. You see, what are they? Okay. There's a group. You hear some noise behind you. Dion's fascinated with what's, with the camp right now, and is trying to count the guards going the perimeter. And Kelly, you and Bert hear this group coming up behind you. Looks like there are 6 goblins, and they're moving in groups of 2, kind of real precise and in concert and stuff. The orc is kind of walking along, not paying attention, drinking from a big tankard.
What are they armed with?
Loudly burping once in a while. And we roll for them. Okay, they don't see you yet.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
So what are you guys going to do?
Slowly take cover so as not to draw eye attraction, and I'll kind of signal to Kelly. Actually, Kelly, you're probably closer to Dion there, so I'll kind of signal to you to muffle him and let's do the drop down.
Yeah, I'll reach out and I'll get his attention and do the hand signals that I assume we prepared ahead of time for what when 6 goblins and 1 orc are coming our way mean exactly.
Now,
Yeah, kind of like a dance.
It probably doesn't say this on your sheet, but do you think any of you would speak like Portuguese or German? Or
Actually, a lot of the sheets did show extra languages. Like I speak Spanish.
Yeah, me too.
I'm Spanish and English.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, they're going past and it looks like they stop and they're pointing towards the Jeep. Evidently, it was difficult to put the Jeep up in a tree before they saw you. But they're, the orc is just sort of standing there drinking and dismisses them, and the orcs will or the goblins will kind of move around. One group of 2 moves to this side, other group of 2 moves to the other side, the other comes straight towards it. What are you guys gonna do? They still don't see you.
Right. I don't know if I want to start firing because of noise. What are they armed with? Did you say?
Yeah, they have. They seem to have bows, and there are scimitars at their side.
If they don't see us, let's let them investigate the Jeep.
Yep. Let's surprise them when they come around.
I'm gonna conceal myself with the ghillie suit.
Yeah. I'll drop and roll under the vehicle so that I can shoot at legs from under there if I need to.
Oh,
Okay. They and where did you guys? Do you guys have all the grenades on you?
We hashed them out. Dion's character has most of the frags,
Okay.
and we spread out the rest of them.
Well,
the extra gas is on the Jeep.
Mhm.
Just
the
in case
group
we need to
the
fire.
group walks up to it and they're fascinated by the machine gun, which I assume is sitting there in the Jeep, unless you're carrying a light machine gun around with you.
Well, I didn't think to bring it because we were doing a bit of recon. I just
Right.
have my
Right.
little assault rifle,
Okay.
but I would have put the safety on.
Well, let me get a dex roll from everybody. Just roll. I want you to roll under your dex. D20.
Okay.
I failed.
Dex 13. Okay.
You said under.
Yep.
I
It's like
rolled
our
a
BX game.
10.
I'm
I still
good.
have my D6 up there from before. My bad, but I rolled a 10. I'm good.
Okay. So Kelly is the only one that failed.
Just
The,
keep things interesting.
Orcs off to the goblins off to one side. Kind of, they see you trying to step behind a tree, so they kind of yell, and all 6 of them kind of surge towards you. They don't see the other 2 yet. Bert, once you roll initiative for your side, D6.
Yep.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. So there are 2 of them that are going to come up to you and they're going to reach you.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Well,
Sorry, I have to kill you every game, man. That's just how it goes,
you
right?
can at least let me live the first hour.
All right, so
Um,
you got to stay alive for 7 more minutes, and then we're good to go.
All right. Intermission time.
All right,
So they go first, right?
they're going first. Wow, that's really bad.
If they make me drop this frag grenade, I'm going to be upset. I already pulled the pin out.
All right, the only 2 there. What's your armor class there?
3.
We're going to use. So ascending, that would be what, 16?
Is it just 20 minus the number? Or?
That would be how it is. Yeah, I think that's 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah. So no, both of them come up, and they've got these scimitars, and since they're not as tall as you, they're not able to. They hit you kind of midsection, but it's this like coordinated attack with both of them, almost like
Nice.
they're one unit. The
I
other
am
one is
impressed.
going to fire off a bow at you, since two
What
of them
did I
fire
do?
off a bow at you.
Man, they don't even want to like talk first.
One is gonna hit. Yeah, you get hit once.
Okay.
And you're gonna take 5 points of damage from that.
Ow.
This arrow just comes in right over their heads and strikes you right here. The rest of them are, let's see. Yeah, the rest of them are kind of looking through the trees to see if they see you guys. There are 2 that are sort of non-committal that are looking for you. 2 of them are firing bows concentrated on Kelly. 2 of them are in melee with Kelly. And the orc is still standing there drinking.
Are they all spread out? Like they're in pairs, but are they all spread out from
Yeah.
each other?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
And it is your turn. That's what they're gonna do. So Bert, what are you gonna do this turn? You're muted.
So I'm under the vehicle. I've got my night vision on. I can see legs probably waist up. You got 2 of them firing bows at Kelly.
Yes.
I think being silent is over with at this point. So I've got my rifle. Just single shot. I'm going to put a shot into one of the bow
Okay, go for it.
users. Is this ascending or descending armor class?
Ascending.
So higher is better. Okay.
I know. Yes, I know. The old schooler in me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my damn. Okay, that's
Oh my gosh.
your rifle jams.
So there's crits in this game. Crit hits, crit miss.
Not
All right.
really. I'm going to include them in if you're firing a gun and you roll a 1, it's a jam.
All right.
You've got to spend the rest of the
Crap.
round clearing it. You've made noise.
Nah, screw that. It's going to go for my handgun after this.
Okay. And if you have a crit, it'll be like I normally do for swords and wizardry. It's max damage +1.
Cool. All right.
Dion, what are you doing? You're still hidden. There
Mm-hmm.
are 2 by the vehicle that are firing arrows.
Mm,
There are 2 by Kelly attacking him, and there are 2 wandering around, probably not too terribly near you, but
are they away from the truck?
yes,
Oh, good. And they're right near each other?
yes.
Oh, good. I slowly raise up my MK18 320 while I'm in my ghillie suit with my night vision on. And funny story about this MK18 320. I don't even know if that's how you properly say it, but that's how I'm saying it. It's my preferred weapon. This
Nice.
is my boomstick. So I get a +2 bonus to hit and damage.
Nice.
Because I'm level 3, a legendary sniper. And I'm firing a fucking grenade at these guys.
Nice. Okay.
Wait, these are the bow shooters, not
No,
the ones. That
no.
are-
No.
These are the ones that are looking for someone else in the area
okay.
that
They're
is
not the ones in
not
front of
by
me.
the car. Right.
Or by me.
Right.
That's what I'm concerned about. Yeah.
I mean, you're a grunt. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, that's I'm the red shirt. I understand.
But no, so I rolled a hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So old school D&D. He is not firing. The orcs or the goblins he's firing at are not near his buddies. They're far enough away.
Okay.
That,
And
he can
it
do it quick.
says I have a base hit bonus of +1. Is that because of my dexterity, or is dexterity also added to that?
That's including your dexterity, but that doesn't include.
Okay.
You said you get a bonus for your preferred weapon too.
Yeah, +2.
Okay, so you get a +3.
Okay, so I'm just rolling a d20 because I have no idea how this
Yeah,
Faygo
that's
stuff works still to this day. Is that a nat 20? Is that a nat 20? That's a
Mhm.
nat 20!
yeah. All right. And you're this is a frag grenade.
Yeah.
Okay, so max damage for a frag grenade is 30 points,
What?
and +1 is 31 points. That's I mean, these things don't have anywhere near that.
And I get a +2 with the preferred weapon to damage too.
Yeah, so they get 34 points of damage, and they're just, I mean, the grenade hits right in the middle of them
And I can
and
move.
explodes, and they're just, it's like you took a handful of ground beef and threw it up in the air.
Oh yeah,
It's just-
absolutely. I can move
Yeah.
after attacking on my turn, right?
yes.
All right, I'm clearing this area and going to the next set of brush, like as far as my movement can. That's clear because I don't want them to trace back to where I shot that.
Right. It's also very loud.
Yeah.
Just guessing.
Noticed.
Kelly, you've got 2 of them right on you with swords.
Okay. I am going to pop a flash grenade and close my eyes so that I don't get blinded or disoriented because I've got night vision on.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop and roll and crawl away behind a tree, kind of thing, or behind
Okay.
some bush, just to try and get away.
Make a roll against your dex.
Because it went so well last time. Oh, it did go well this time. 2. My dex is 13.
Okay, so you yell something appropriate.
Totally.
And
Badass.
you kind of back up. They're just kind of, planning their next move. They're you think you might understand a little bit of what they're saying, but not very much.
Okay.
And they're kind of, they think they've got you where you want you. You just let loose the flash grenade, flash, and you're able to roll out of the way and not get too messed up. But as someone's pointed out, the ears are going to take quite a pounding letting off a grenade this close. So why don't you make a saving throw?
Against.
You should have a single saving throw. It'd be just like you're making a saving throw in Swords and Wizardry.
All right. Do I want to go above my saving throw or below it?
Below.
Well, that's a fail then, because my saving throw is 12.
Okay. So, all right.
That's
so
okay. I've got 8 hit points left. There's no way I'm going to be dead by next.
Well, you don't take any hit point damage. What happens is that you roll. You're still too close to it when it booms. It makes your ears ring a little bit.
Yeah.
You're going to lose your action next round.
Okay.
Because you're kind of just like.
Yeah.
All right. So.
But before we move on, I'm out of sword range, right? Did I at least get away from them? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
You're out of sword range, and they didn't close their eyes, so they're losing their action.
Okay.
For they're losing their. I mean, you don't know how long at this point, but they're going to lose their action too.
So I won. I actually won that one. I'm good with that.
You did. You did.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Right. Dion, why don't you roll initiative this round? I got a 6.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
A 6 is a good thing.
Oh, well, I got a 5.
Okay, you guys go second. So the two that are on the ground near you don't get to do anything. What's the save here? All right, no. Wait a minute. Save is supposed to be above. Isn't it? Yeah, save is supposed to be above. So Kelly, you did make that save. You're fine this round, and you're muted, so I can't hear anything you're saying.
I just have trouble with technology. Thank you.
Okay. The other one failed. Okay. The two goblins that were near Bert, one of them is sort of blinded by it. The other one kind of heard the click of the jam that happened before. So he dropped down when he heard that, so he didn't see the burst. He sees you. He's going to swipe out with his sword. It's going to be at a negative to him since you guys are laying on the ground and you're under the vehicle. And he rolled a 1. So basically what happens is he goes like this to try and hit you with the sword, loses grip on his sword, and it flies off like under the thing, like way over by where his meat buddies are.
It hits the tree right next to my head from a new position.
The orc is, kind of when the grenade went off, he dropped his thing and he goes running up. Let's see. He can't spot you. He's going to see Kelly, so he's going to run over towards Kelly. And Kelly, high or low?
Low.
Okay, roll a 2. So he's not going to be able to get to you this round.
Woo-hoo.
He pulls out this massive axe that's on his back, and he's running towards you.
I do not like. I do not like.
You've gotten about 2/3 of the way.
Suppressing fire. I come out
Okay,
of cover and I begin blasting.
All right,
Not
Tina, what are
a
you doing?
grenade. I started blasting.
Okay.
MK18 rifle. Daka, 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 daka.
Okay, so we're doing burst fire with this then.
Yeah, sure. I want to take the
Okay.
axe dude out.
Okay, so that's a +2.
Okay, and is that because it's burst fire?
Yes, +2
Okay.
because it's burst fire plus
And then
whatever.
+2 favored weapon.
Okay, so that's a +5.
That's hot.
Go ahead and roll.
So
Go ahead and roll.
D20. Come on, 20. Come on, 20. Come on, 15. Come on, not a 5. No, no. This is so stressful watching the dice slowly roll.
To
15
roll a 5.
plus stuff. No, I rolled a 15. You can see.
Okay,
It took a
you are
minute.
good. Why don't you roll a d6 and divide that by 2?
D6. Wait, what?
Roll a d6 and then we'll divide the result by 2.
Okay. Is that the damage?
No.
Oh, okay. D6. I roll a 6.
Okay, so he gets shot 3 times. So roll damage 3 times for your rifle.
That's 2d6 3 times. Okay.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24, it looks like.
Okay. And it basically just, it doesn't quite turn him into the variety of meat. It's probably more like stew meat. They're big chunks.
Yeah, he's like a chuck roast. Yeah.
He's out of there. And Kelly, what are you doing?
He's
You're able
still
to act this down, remember.
He's dead. There's no one else coming at me, right?
Right.
Well, I'm going to pee a little because the excitement was too much. I thought I was going to die. And then there's still 2 of them, and there's still 2, right? 2 goblins left.
There's I think there's 4 goblins up.
Oh yeah, the swords guys.
Yeah.
The sword guys.
2 of them are like stumbling around, can't see anything, so you get a bonus to attack them.
I can see them.
One of them is blinded. One of them has dropped down and tried to attack Bert, but ended up throwing his sword.
Okay, so I'll just, to make it easier, I'll just pick the closest one to me, and I'll put my shotgun at his head and pull the trigger.
Okay.
Or close. Well, you know what I mean. That's kind of my going for that.
No, he's pretty helpless. In my, why don't you roll a d20 and don't roll a 1?
I got a 19.
Okay. So yeah, it's basically you put your shotgun up to his head, boom.
Okay.
Bert, what are you doing?
How many are not engaged in melee right now? Like there's still the big orc guy.
No, he
Oh no, okay, yeah.
Leon turned him into meat. Yeah.
Right. Is there a safe shot that I can take where I may not hit Kelly?
Yeah, there's one on the ground that's like a couple feet away from you.
All right, well, I'll roll out from underneath the Jeep, having dropped my rifle, just grab my handgun out, take a knee, and pop. Pop
Okay.
him. Okay, let's see. So that would be a 19 with my +1.
That'll hit.
And it's 2d6 for a handgun, it looks like.
All right.
6 points.
Okay. You put it right between his eyes. And he is down. So now you've got 2 that are left. And who knows what they're going to do next round. Kelly, roll for initiative for your side.
It's a D6, right?
Yes.
1.
Okay. I rolled a 1, 2, so simultaneous. They're going to get up and run because they're like, in a matter of of the blink of an eye, you guys have obliterated their entire group except for those two.
Ooh.
So they're going to try to run through to the camp. What are you going to do, Kelly?
Can I actually say something on comms?
Yes.
Okay. Try to take one alive. Questioning.
I will nod as I assume it's a pump action shotgun, so I'm going to pump the shotgun again and run after them.
Okay, so you're not going to fire this round. You're just going to run after them.
Yeah, because they're far enough away. I don't want more people in the camp mobilizing
Okay.
to come against us.
And you're faster than they are, so you gain a little ground.
Okay.
They're almost. They'll be out of the woods next round.
Do I have a shot?
Yes.
I'm gonna take one of them because it only needs one for questioning.
Okay.
So that is a come on. 14 plus all my stuff. Okay, cool. So that's 2d6. Bop, bop. That is 4.
Okay. It.
Oh,
They
plus 2 for my favorite weapon, so 6.
Oh yeah. They're toast.
Cool.
All right. So one left. Bert, you're up.
All right. Looks like they're well in hand. Does it look like Kelly is going to be able to run down the one that's heading towards camp?
He'll be able to catch up to him this round, but they're going to make it out of the trees.
They are going to make it out of the trees, in which case I am going to retrieve my rifle and get the Jeep. Is it a Jeep? Whatever the vehicle is, get the vehicle started up just in case.
Okay. So you grab the rifle, jump in the Jeep, and start it up. You can do that.
Yep.
Okay. Next round. Bert, you roll again.
Okay, D6.
You got a 5.
Up. I got a 2.
Okay. So this one's gonna keep running. He runs out of the trees, and he's like shouting something.
I have a feeling you're going to get to use that machine gun on the back of the Jeep very soon, Kelly.
Okay. Bert, what are you doing?
I'm going to start the Jeep up. If I see that they made the clear line, it's like, oh shit. So I'm gonna go and pick them up.
All right. Dion.
Comms over the comms. So like, should I take them out?
Take them out.
I move up my full movement and take another shot at him.
Go for it.
This is going to be a number, and it's hopefully a good one.
The best of numbers.
The best numbers. No, not that one. Oh, fuck. Not that one.
That doesn't sound good.
I rolled a
Right.
1.
Oh,
Yeah,
Your gun jammed.
All right. I'll
He
just
wasn't
spend the
kidding
rest
when he
of the
says
round.
this modern technology is having problems here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm chalking it up to.
Over the comms, I just quickly say, shit, my gun jammed. It's on you, Grunt. And I fix the jam for the rest of the round.
Kelly, it is your turn. You can catch up to him this round.
Okay. I want to catch up to him, tackle him, and if I get the opportunity, hit him with the butt of my shotgun, just because I think that would be cool.
Okay. So I'm going to have you make an attack to do that, since we're
Okay.
talking about knocking him out.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Okay.
That's
Go ahead and
cool.
make an attack roll. Normal attack roll, like if you were doing melee or something.
Okay. So I got a 14.
A 14 without any bonuses is enough to hit him. So
Okay.
why don't you roll for damage for that?
Well, what would be damage for like just a
Well,
non?
let's say 1d6.
Okay. Sorry, guys, if I
Do you
kill
have
him.
a strength? Do you have a strength bonus?
No.
Okay.
And you're doing it non-lethal though, so
Yeah, I got a 4. Sorry, I didn't clear the 14 from my d20, so I got a 4 on my
Okay.
d6.
A 4 is just enough to knock him out.
Okay.
So this guy ran out. There were a couple of explosions here and a little bit of gunfire. What are you guys going to do? Oh, Kelly, you can see. Why don't you roll a high or low?
Hi.
Okay. It's a 12. So you do not see any goblin patrols coming towards you.
Okay.
What are you guys going to do?
I would like to get down on my knees and crouch so I'm not a high target to be shot at with another arrow.
Okay.
I did not enjoy the first one. And then I guess I will wait for the Jeep to pick us up.
Okay.
And I'll obviously be in like, I'll have a gun ready in case someone comes to assault me or meanwhile,
So you're staying out there waiting for him to come pick you up, or you're running back towards.
I think waiting for the Jeep is
Okay.
is what I would do with this goblin.
So we're not in combat right now, so you guys can just kind of do stuff. So what are you gonna do, Bert? You're driving the Jeep.
I'm picking them up. Basically, it's like get in, grab the machine gun.
Okay.
I'll wait.
That guy that plays that weird dungeons and whatever game said something about people being able to throw spells and such. Let's be prepared for that. Who knows what they can do? I mean, our guns keep jamming up for whatever reason.
I just wait for you to
Completely
swing
not
back
user
through. I wait for you to swing back through so I can jump
Okay.
on.
So you're able to do that. Let's see here. Dion, high or low? I have
Hi.
to ask. All right.
Oh, you rolled it. Oh, okay.
It is high.
Good.
So you guys are good. He picks you up. He drives just out of the woods to pick up Kelly there, who hops in the back. What are you gonna do when they all hop in the back?
Well, I think we should tie the goblin up if I haven't already done that. I'm sure there's like a bungee cord or stretchy cable or something inside the Jeep that I can grab and just hog tie him.
I have a bug out kit. Would that have something?
Yeah, you guys will be able to find stuff to tie him up with. How how easy that is depends on what Bert does with the Jeep because he's in the driver's seat.
Go slow.
Bert, what are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
that's the idea. Is I just want to have us mobile in case some surprising things come up. But otherwise, I'm just keeping it slow, letting Kelly get onto the machine gun, and let's just kind of sweep the area. Screw being silent at this point. We've made up a lot of noise, so turn on the head. Well, no, let's not turn on the headlights. We all have night vision. We can save that for blinding them if we need to. So basically, just doing a slow drive so that Kelly can look through the tree line for any targets.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll be tying up the. Dude.
Actually, yeah, Dion, if you want to start lobbing grenades into masses of them with your launcher.
Are we going towards the camp or away from the
Yes.
camp?
Yes.
Towards it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, but
Go ahead.
do we want to lob grenades with our friend in there?
No, only if they're coming towards us.
Oh,
like
okay,
not
okay.
into the camp itself.
Is there like an entrance to the camp? Bill?
No, not really. Let me.
Okay.
Let me put up a map of the camp. We'll have it as an abstract map for now, and then
It doesn't have like palisade walls or anything like that.
Right.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the first map I'm going to show you. This is sort of the entire site. I don't have any of it blocked out yet, so pretend like you don't know what the pattern of rooms is inside.
I don't see
Okay.
anything. Okay, this
Oh,
is
I
like
just popped
the
up.
open
Yep.
camp, but we were at the tree line.
So
Okay.
this is the camp. You guys are probably right here,
hmm
and I mean these are pretty large tents, obviously. There are 6 creatures, 3 from here, 3 goblins from here, and 3 goblins from here that are running towards you. You also hear this massive, like, I mean, what you would assume the Hulk sounds like
Oh,
when
great.
he roars.
Where'd that come
Um,
from?
He runs straight out of the middle of the camp, and it's this like what if the lead singer of Guara, the original one,
Oh.
that ran out and was running towards you with a big axe. You have no idea what this is. It kind of looks like an orc, only it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, he's getting a grenade and yeah, he's getting a grenade to the everything.
He, you know, he says something along the lines of it's weird, it's very broken, but it's English.
Ooh.
Oh, what's he say?
Bubba Smash.
Uh
So
I yeah.
I think maybe we chose the wrong approach here. Maybe we should have just walked into the camp with like a couple of 6-packs, pack of smokes, and just asked for our guy.
And we should have brought beer with us. I totally didn't think to requisition it.
Yeah, exactly.
okay, so where the hell is he? Okay, there's the stats. Okay,
I
so
rolled my
roll for
attack.
initiative. Dion, I think it's your turn to roll for initiative.
Oh,
I
okay.
rolled a 4.
All right. I rolled a 15 for an attack roll for the record. I was just like maybe popping it off.
So you're attacking initiative itself.
Yeah,
Not
right.
initiative, not anything. Just
No. Initiative, I rolled a
concept.
6.
Okay, so you guys are actually first.
Yeah, I'm shooting at the big guy a grenade.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No. I take that back. I'm sorry. I didn't roll anything yet, so it doesn't count. I'm shooting a grenade at the closest group of 3 goblins, and I kind of hope to God that Kelly knows to shoot the big one.
Okay.
So I'll do grenade, boom, and this is +2 with my favorite weapon and +3 in my dex. This is a 14 plus
Yeah.
3, so 17.
That will hit.
right.
Roll for damage.
All right, 2d6. That looks like a 10.
Okay. Well, that it doesn't quite turn them into meat like your previous attacks, but it pretty well stops them to where they're not getting up. Kelly, what are you gonna do?
I'll just unload the machine gun into Bubba. Was his name?
Yes.
Bubba.
Okay. So you're firing is at a +2 since it's treated as a. Now, are you going full auto on them?
Oh, dude, no! Conserve the ammo. Can you do bursts in this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
So burst from that will your attack is at a +2.
Okay. Just roll 1 die.
Yep.
2 plus 12 equals 14.
Yes.
Okay. That is not gonna hit him. You.
Hey, do you have an attack bonus on your sheet though? It's at the top of the sheet under BHB.
BHB.
Yeah, it's in the square
It's
right
next to
under.
your AC.
Oh, yeah. +3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely hits then.
Okay. So that would make 18.
So I'll roll to see how much you hit. Oh, that's going to be 5 hits,
Okay.
and I think he gets someone in the chat can correct me, but I think he gets a save no, he doesn't because it's just a burst attack. All right. Yeah, go ahead and
So just rules wise, so what you just rolled for us to see how many rounds of the burst hit him,
yes.
and then he gets damage per each of those bullets that hit.
Yes, and it was
Oh,
more
man.
because he's using a machine gun to do it.
Cool.
So what's the damage on the machine gun?
That's 2d6 plus 4, isn't it?
Okay.
I think you're the only one that has the rules.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. 2d10 plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
a lot of damage.
First one is 10. And I
How
do
many did you hit him with?
5.
Jesus!
Then we have 13. No, 15. Sorry, math is hard at this hour. 19. 14. And 20 for the last one.
Jesus Christ, so you've done like how much? Like
70 plus.
nice. There's
Hamburger.
just no way I can spend that to have him survive another round. So yes, I apologize to all of those out there in Forgotten Ruin Land. I utterly failed in my attempt to attack with Bubba. Because that overshadows his hit points by like what 40 something. So yeah, there's no. He basically it's like, and it just blows him apart. There are chunks of him.
Bill, I'll be back in just 1 second. I gotta let my dog outside.
Gotcha.
Just 1 second.
Okay. So he does that now. Dion, what are you doing? Or did you already go this round?
I already went this round.
Okay, so Bert did not go this round.
Yeah. He's driving
Okay.
the truck.
So yeah, I'm R.I.P. Bubba. I'll have to use him different next time. That was just a perfect place for him to run out though.
That was great.
Nice.
All right.
Bert, you're up.
So my action is basically just keep my foot on the brake, but the engine going, and I'm gonna I have my pistol out, and I'm gonna take any shot that's close.
Okay.
If anything is close enough. Well, I'm not driving. I've got the engine on and I've got my foot on the brake.
Okay, so you're all right. You're not driving then. That would be a little more difficult. But yeah, go ahead and take your shot.
I've only got a range of 100. So do I have a shot at that range?
Yes. Okay. You have a shot at the 3 that are coming around. Like these 3 were killed by Dion. Bubba was coming from right here.
Sure.
The other 3 are over here, and you've got a shot at one of them. Yeah.
All righty. 11 plus 1 at 12. That's the best I can do.
12 will hit actually.
Nice. Okay, so damage is 7 points of damage.
Nice.
So
And
pop!
takes it in the throat, and it falls down dead. And I believe it is their turn now. Bubba, he never got to do anything there. But the other 2 are going to fire arrows, one at Kelly and one at Bert.
Hopefully we got some protection from the Jeep around us. I don't know if rules take that into account.
And someone could tell me in the chat, do bows get, I'm trying to think if bows get more than one shot
Man, I hope not, since my handgun only gets
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So I usually don't. What's your armor class, Kelly? 16, that's right.
16, yes.
Right. Okay, so the first shot, one guy misses you. What's your armor class, Dion?
5.
5. So that would make it 14. And he rolled a 15. So you get hit by an arrow,
Oh no.
and that's going to be 3 points of damage.
Oh, okay, I'm fine.
And that's all there is. Let me see how many rounds till somebody else comes out. All right. Next round. I guess Dion rolled last time, right? So Kelly, you roll initiative for your side. I got a 4.
I got 5.
Okay. So you guys go first. What are you doing?
Is there any sign of like a holding pen, like just looking, just taking a look? If it takes a turn to do it, that's what I'm doing, to see if I can find a prisoner. Maybe they got him in a cage, maybe they got it tied up, or is there like a conspicuous tent where there's guards outside, anything like that?
You're gonna take this round to do it. We'll have you make a roll. Yeah. Let's say, I don't know, like either wisdom or intelligence. What's better?
Oh, I will definitely take wisdom. I am not a smart technician, apparently. Yeah, okay. Got nothing and a bonus that way, so boom. Oh yeah, definitely made it.
Okay. And let's see what we got here. Okay, this right here
Mm-hmm.
looks like the most likely place that they would have like horses or anything. As far as where they would have the prisoner, your best guess is probably the big tent in the middle.
Okay, but nothing obvious telling us that.
No, nothing.
Okay.
No, I mean nothing.
All right.
Nothing obvious. No.
And we are about where in the forest?
You're right around here.
Okay. All right. So, but that's my full action then, is to do that.
Yes.
That's fine.
Dion, what are you doing?
If I do burst fire, can I hit multiple targets if they're close? Or no?
I'm gonna
Okay.
say no. I don't think.
All right.
If
I'm
you
gonna
want to hit multiple targets, you need the automatic weapon.
Grenade, yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Should I? Oh gosh. Part of me wants to hold and wait for like a group to come out so I can just pop off another grenade. But we have these 2 goblins, and I don't want the machine gun to waste ammo. So I'm just gonna use the machine gun part, or the rifle part, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Well. Yeah, why not? Burst. How do I do that again? It's a +2.
It's a +2.
Okay, plus my dex and the BHB and my favored weapons. So, so +6 total. That is a no. Yes, not a 1. It literally rolls like this slowly.
I'm blaming it all on the technology.
And I'm panicking watching it.
It's the degradation of technology.
Yes, I'm completely blaming it on that.
I rolled a 7 and it's +6, so 13.
Okay. That will hit.
Yes. All right. So
let's
that's
see.
I roll a d6 for how many?
No. For
Oh.
that, it's a D6, and we divide it by 2.
Yeah. Okay, that's the word. I rolled a 4.
Okay, so that's 2 shots, and
Okay.
you'll hit them with both.
Bop, 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 bop. 4d6, go. Oh, that's a nice number. That's a 17. Yeah, 17 damage.
Yeah, he basically has no head.
Straight up.
I believe that was Kelly. You already went this round.
Mm-mm.
No, I
Nope,
don't
Kelly
think
hasn't
so.
gone yet.
Kelly, what are you doing?
Well, there's one guy left, so I'll machine gun him.
All right.
I'll do the burst fire
Okay.
with the machine gun, so it's +2 plus my BHB of 3, so it's +5.
Yep.
Goddamn fucking machine gun jammed on me. I got a 1,
Really?
a natural 1.
Jesus, that's like the 3rd or 4th one today.
The dice are reinforcing the campaign background. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like it.
I quit. I'm done.
This
I'm
is
going
why
back to
they
camp.
use bows. We just need to make a repeating crossbow, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the gun jams, and
Yeah.
Bert, you've already gone. No, you
Yep.
haven't gone this round.
No, I did. I did
did,
the
okay.
observation.
You're right. Okay, and so it's their go now, and there's one still up. So he's pretty scared, but he's gonna take a bow shot and then run the other way. And he gets a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
So Kelly, you take 8 points of damage.
Oh no.
So that puts me at 0.
Unconscious or
Okay,
dead?
so you are unconscious.
All right.
Still winning the game. Not dead. Not dead yet.
Over the comms, I'm just Kelly's down. I'm gonna administer an IFAC. It's a
The healing thing.
yeah.
Okay, the med kit. I'll let you do that. It's between 1 and 3 hit points, so that'll be your action this turn.
Yeah. I'm fine
And
with that.
roll.
Oh, so are we on our new turn then? Do you want us to do initiative?
No, he just popped in with that. It'll be your go after
Okay.
Dion does this.
So what do I do? Just roll a d6,
Roll a D6,
divided by
yeah.
2.
You rolled a 2?
No, I said divided by 2. I did roll a 2 though. Yeah.
Good. So Kelly, you've he kind of binds your wounds, and you're not feeling good at all, but you're up.
I'm feeling a
And,
little woozy.
Bert, what are you doing?
Okay, so my idea then is if I think he might be in the big round tent and we're up here somewhere, to get some cover from the trees. Basically, I'm going back into the tree line, but I'm making my. Is there a pointer in this thing?
Yeah,
What?
it's the little thing that looks like a teardrop under the
Got it.
angle
Yep.
thing.
All right, so if we're over here, my idea is to go back into the forest so that we can get some cover from these people with the bows, but start making our way to the south and down so that we come out under here and are heading this way. And that also gives Dion some time to patch up Kelly.
Okay.
I'm just using our names.
what is your dex?
My dex is 13.
Okay. So you said drive was one of your skills?
No, I do not
Okay.
have drive
No,
as a
okay.
skill.
So basically just roll into your dex.
Why do you hate us, Bill? Why do you hate us?
Hey, it's just revenge.
Oh no, did not.
Oh, wow.
Did not. This is gonna suck.
So you take off and you're driving back and you run smack into a tree. You're able to stop it before it really does any damage, but yeah,
All right.
that stops. All right, the other guy is he's gonna No, he ran the other way.
Yeah,
so
he ran away.
There's nobody. There's nobody there. What are you guys gonna do now? I assume you're gonna back up and try
Yeah,
to.
yeah. It's
keep
like, is he
going?
patched up?
Barely.
All right. I guess my plan
Okay.
remains the same. Is I'm going to try and come out this way and come around so we can get a better view of that big tent in the middle. So basically, just driving down this way like that.
All right.
Get on a machine gun, Dion.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've always wanted to hear those words in real life, Dion. I know it. I know it.
Finally.
So you see a group. Let's say group runs out of here, and though there's 6 goblins there.
Oh, are they all within a 15-foot radius?
Yeah,
Oh.
and there's a group of orcs who let's say 4 of them coming from around here. That's somewhere about here right now. But yeah, Dion, I'll let you get a shot off before we do initiative.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What is that? Oh, that's a good number. 16 plus a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, that
1,
will
2,
hit.
3, 4. Yeah. All right. So grenade. That is not that number. Okay, 7 total.
7 total damage.
Yeah, yeah. Plus
Okay.
2 actually 9. I
Okay.
keep forgetting the favored weapons to damage too.
Okay, so that's gonna take care of those.
6 goblins down.
Yeah, I've always thought it'd be cool. I've always thought it'd be cool to be one of those guys that could keep a laptop up and take notes in his laptop while I did all this. I still am using pen and paper, even though I'm when I run Fantasy Grounds, I use pen and paper. Yeah.
That and I find the keyboard clatter next to the microphones is not happy either. So
Yeah. Okay. Kelly. Oh, no, Kelly rolled initiative last time. Bert, go ahead and roll.
come on, good number. A 1 is not a good number.
I rolled a 2, so they're gonna go first. All right. So these orcs come around and they look pretty. They're better armored and they've got bigger bows. I'm kind of thinking. You remember Lord of the Rings? That one big black orc that shot Boromir. How he had that really meaty looking bow. That's kind of
The
what
great
you see
bow.
there.
Yeah.
All right. So they can't see you right now, can they? You're in the
No, we're
tree.
still in the woods. I haven't had an action to get out of the wood
You're
line
in
yet.
the woods. Okay. So you'll end up having cover. So they have to do this really well. 2 of them are going to try and shoot. A big black arrow, sticks in the Jeep in the side there, and some kind of fluid is gushing from somewhere, but it doesn't hit any of you. The other arrow just goes way over there. Oh, it's missing something, but they're definitely coming towards. So Bert, what are you doing?
Well, if Dion is got that look in his eye about launching a grenade, I'm going to let him do that first before I get us moving.
Okay.
What's the word they use? Up.
Okay.
Is that what they say for torpedoes?
I have no idea.
So come on, not the 3, not the 1. No, 17. Yes, stay. 17 plus stuff.
That hits. Okay. There are basically they've split because 2 of them
Oh.
stopped to fire their arrows, 2 kept running. So are you gonna
Oh.
the ones closer or farther from you?
We'll take the ones closer out first.
Okay.
The machine gun probably has better range.
Actually, I was just thinking the machine gun jammed. So I
Oh
think,
yeah.
I
Well,
don't know what does it take to clear a jam.
the rest of the
Um,
round.
I
think
forget
so.
what the for the thing, but yeah, the next round I figure he's got it clear by now.
I rolled only 3.
Yes, he bleeds all over the machine
So
gun just to
3
give it
so
extra juju.
5 total. 5 total.
Oh, total. Okay. All right. That. Let's see.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. Wah wah.
Okay. Yeah, that won't that injures them, but it doesn't stop them.
These guys are tough.
Okay. And I guess Kelly or Bert.
Kelly, are you getting back on the machine gun?
Yeah, I can get on the machine gun.
Okay, so I'm going to let you take some shots before I put us in motion.
Okay, I will wipe off the blood a bit so it's not in my way for pulling the trigger.
It's in my eyes.
Yeah.
I hold your hair back.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna do burst on the close ones, or the ones that are closer, the 2 that are closer to us. So I'll just pick one, whichever
Okay.
one works.
All right.
So it's a +5 to my 20. That gives me a 9.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it doesn't quite jam, but something kind of, you jerk the gun right as the shot's taking place, so it goes wide.
Okay, I guess I still have some work to do on this.
We are
gun, and
not a disciplined team of hunters and killers. We are not.
no. And I've probably just given away our position, so
All
I'm
right.
expecting a few more
All right,
arrows in the
so
chest.
I now put it in, put the car in drive, and let's get out of this forest line, going away from the people that are shooting at us. So again, moving towards that way.
Okay. And it's their no, they already went, and then you guys went second.
Mhm.
So next round, Dion. Or did you just roll?
I just rolled, so Dion.
Okay, so yeah, it's Dion now. All right, I got a 5.
I got a 3.
Okay, so they go first.
Okay.
The 2 that are in the back are going to lob some arrows over. It's going to be a little easier to see you now, but you're not totally clear. What's your armor class, Bert?
7.
7. So
I
That
have
would
a
be-
quick
that'd be 12.
I have a quick thing. I have an ability called Legendary Sniper, and if enemy troops learn that I am operating in the area, it has a detrimental effect on their morale. All enemy combatants that are not behind full cover suffer a -1 to hit during any combat because they're fearful of being picked off while out in the open.
Yeah, that's kind of like you haven't been around long enough for them to know who you are.
Damn it. I was hoping they would just
Yeah.
know who I was.
No, we haven't been around long enough for that yet.
Don't any of you have Twitter?
One of them does hit you as you're driving, Bert, and you're going to take 4 points of damage.
Yeah!
And then the 2 up front are going to see you through the trees. They might be able to. Let's see. Let me roll under their deck. No, they won't be able to reach you this round, so they're just going to run closer. They will be able to reach you. They're pretty close to the Jeep now.
Oh, even after I moved?
Yes.
Because I moved
They
last.
saw you.
Wow.
They saw
Okay.
you moving. You kind of moved closer to them,
Oh, okay.
sort
They
of.
were at the southern end of
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah,
Okay.
but you drove down there and it's through the trees, so it's not going to be like
Okay.
tons over there. And I guess that's it for this round. Or no, you guys go now.
Yeah, I'm gonna just drive towards them. I'm just gonna run them over. Anybody want to
Okay,
shoot while I'm going in
okay.
that way? You go right for it.
Yeah.
Make a ranged attack.
Make a ranged
Yes.
attack. Okay, so 13, 14. 14.
Nice. Okay. And since you guys are going first and they don't get to go, that's you're gonna run the first two over.
Turn on
And
the windshield wipers to get the gore off the window.
they only had one hit point apiece, so it doesn't matter how much damage you do with the Jeep. You did enough.
How far are the other ones?
I mean, they're a ways. They're
Would you say less than 200 feet?
probably, yeah.
Grenade to the everything.
Okay.
Come on.
We lost Kelly. He got an arrow between the eyes.
12 plus stuff. 14, 15, 16.
Okay. So let's see if they made. Okay. So how much damage was that? That was 15, you said?
No, that was my to hit.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, that hits.
All right, so damage, I do 5. I rolled a 1
Okay.
and a 2 again.
Okay.
I'm running low on grenades, guys. Got 4 left.
Okay, so it did some damage to them, but you kind of overshot it a little bit. Those two are going to keep running.
Oh, I think Kelly gets to shoot.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
I'm not dead
I guess
yet.
I assumed that I killed you already, but
you got close.
I'm
I have
almost there.
Almost. I have 1 hit point, so it won't take much. I will fire the machine gun at them.
Okay.
Let's do full auto. Full auto.
Okay, so again, let me look up the rule for this. I'm pretty sure, and I suppose someone will tell me if I didn't, because I don't feel like looking through that right now. It's treated as a burst attack.
Okay.
And then they get a saving throw where they can avoid half damage if somebody got hit. So
Okay.
I think that's how it is. If I'm incorrect, someone can throw some fruit at me. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
So I assume it's still +2 plus my BHB.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus
So that
5.
would make it 18.
That will definitely hit.
13
So-
plus 5, 18.
They're going to make saving throws to see if they get the damage or not.
At least the gun.
One made it, one did not.
Okay.
So one of them is going to be able to roll out of the way. He's going to take partial damage. The other one is going to take full damage. So go ahead and roll damage for that.
How much damage do I roll?
For this, just the while you're setting it up, it's the regular damage for the machine gun.
What is that? I didn't get that one.
He requisitioned it, so it wasn't.
Oh, 2d10 plus 4.
Okay, I'm just. Uh, 20 total.
That is even with the guy saving, that's enough to take care of both of them. So just one round of spraying the full auto there, and you got them.
Awesome.
All right. Okay. That was it for this round?
That's
or-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Well, they get to go next, but they're all dead. So it seems quiet for now. So what are you doing, Bert?
Like I said, I'm driving around so that we can see what the front of this big tent looks like. So, driving around this way.
Okay.
Patching up real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. You said we can do a D4 per battle.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do that to myself.
I'm driving, so I can't do that. Otherwise, I would.
2.
So I can heal myself.
Yeah, you
Yes.
probably have like a IFAK in your inventory, hopefully.
I do.
Yeah, so then you can do a D4 per battle.
Okay. I rolled a 4. I'm going
Wow.
to survive.
Okay. So you drive around. Let me make sure to see what these are. Yeah. So you see on there's one old orc that's right up about here that is like poking his head out of this big tent here. There are a couple of like goblins that are like only half in armor, kind of lazily walking around outside trying to see what the noise is. You see an entrance on the backside with the big tent here, and you see two very well armored and disciplined orc just standing in attention in front of a doorway.
Take him out.
Wait, is he wearing
No
like the
grenade. No grenade.
tall
Our
hat?
guy might be inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do one round here before I guess we're just about at time? Do you want to do one round of this before we stop today? Okay.
If we're close though, and the other two are okay with it, we can push on. It's up to you. I don't know how close we are to getting him out.
Oh yeah, there's
A lot to go. Okay.
it's definitely going to be another session.
Okay.
It'll go quicker next time because we don't have to requisition or boom. Yeah, so that's session 1. I'm sure I'll receive plenty of anybody in the Facebook group can shout insults at me about what I got wrong, and
we'll give them all the places they can insult us at.
right.
Lamb, there we go. YouTube, Facebook, Discord. You can insult us all you want on all the channels. There you go. We'll even cover up Kelly while we do that. So, Bill, what else you got going on this week? Anything?
Lost City of Baracus this Wednesday at Frog God Organized Play. Let's see, Friday I've got this weird little BX game with these weird little people. So there's that. And then hopefully next week some more of this.
All right, sounds good. So if you found us, you know where we are. Twitch.tv/Steam Steel and Murder. We've got this Friday is BX Dungeons and Dragons playing in the Mystara universe. This Saturday, I will be on the official Goodman Games channel running Weird Frontiers, which is a horror western using the Dungeon Crawl Classic system. This Sunday may or may not be some Boot Hill 3rd edition. Not sure yet. Still getting some confirmations on that. Dion, what do you got going on?
Well, when I'm not playing tabletop RPGs with all my super cool awesome friends like you guys, you can find me on my channel at Substances Used, where I play retro JRPG games. We have just started diving into the Ogre Battle series. We started with the Super Nintendo Classic, March of the Black Queen, and I fucking hate it. Did not realize the difficulty was as high as it was in this game. But regardless, I'm going to suffer through it. So you can come watch and laugh at me and tell me how bad I am at military terminology. I am aware.
Nice. Kelly, I don't know if you are on the social medias doing the stuffs and creatings.
No, not really at all. Yeah, sorry, boring life over here.
No, that's just
Yeah.
fine. That's just fine. Yeah, I didn't have a hot button for you anyway. Ha! So we were playing Forgotten Ruin. Is there anything you want to plug for them there, Bill? Do they got a website? Is the game out yet? What can you tell us about the game?
The game is not out yet. There was a Kickstarter, so it's not available right now.
Oh man! So Kickstarter over.
Kickstarter's over, yes.
I missed it. Okay.
All
right.
And the authors of the Forgotten Ruin book series, which is this game is based on, Jason Ansbach and Nick Cole. I put a link to the first book in the series. Excellent books. And the game is fun, even if you don't know what you're doing. I certainly don't today. And but yeah, check them out. It's great. Tell your friends.
Cool. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing for it. Would definitely like to play some more of this. We will play the next game, I guess, when we can get together again and Bill and folks are able to jump into it. If you don't have anything else, Bill, Dion, anything else? No? Well,
No.
thank you everybody for watching. It was a great game tonight, Bill. Glad for you to give us some time running this system out. I would dearly love to get my hands on it myself and take a look. So maybe that will happen in the future here. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Good night, everybody.